Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Step and this is going to be part 16 of my Viking invasion campaign where I'm playing as the Irish. And it has been a little minute. I'm falling a little bit behind. This is getting to be the busy season of my yearly schedule. So for the next few months, September through December, will typically going to be, it's just busy every year. These 4 months are always going to be pretty busy for me. I'm going to do my best to keep up with this channel. It is my third priority after work and my health. So I'm going to do my best. But if there is any delays or if I'm falling behind on my uploads, now you know why. And that also goes for replying to comments and stuff. It's important to me that I keep up with this, but I, sometimes I will fall behind and apologies for that ahead of time. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. So, also, yeah, I hit 500 subscribers on my channel, which is awesome news. That's really, really fun. That's really cool. So, and of course, I just have to thank you all for that. That's just really incredible to, get the support from y'all. And yeah, you seem to be liking it. You seem to be enjoying the content that I'm putting up. You seem to be passionate about, these games. And that's really fun for me. It's really fun to talk to people that, really still love these games that are still, they're quite old, aren't they? But this has been really enjoyable for me, and hitting that 500 subscriber mark has been, that's kind of a cool little point for me. So also, I'm a year ahead of schedule on my projections, which is just a made up, number, because of course I'm basing it off of nothing. It's just a guess. But I did, so I'm going to be covering Rome Total War next September, so a year from now, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Rome Total War. And I was hoping to be up to 500 subscribers by then. So to be at 500 subscribers by now, I'm a year ahead of schedule, which is really it's just a cool thing. So again, that's all you guys, it's all you all for finding this channel and deciding to support me. That's been pretty neat. So again, thank you very much. It means so much. It really does. So, all right. As far as this campaign, I feel like it's been a little while since I jumped in here. I've just about finished defeating the Saxons. I mean, I've defeated them, but now I just have to exterminate them. They are here in a garrison here in Cernew, in the Castle Tintagel, of course. And let's see, this is a stockade, so this is going to be the tier 2, I believe, the tier 2 fortress or tier 2 building. And there's a bit of a force in this garrison. There's a few numbers here for sure. It's pretty banged up, but there's a little something here to fight. I think I'll fight it just to kind of get in there and do something. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 catapults that I can bring to bear on this. And my best general as well, Lord Nisha, is that? I should have looked. I was told how to pronounce this, and I want to say it's Nisha, but I did not check that. I did not double check that. I should have double checked that. But in any case, he's my best general, 6 stars, and he is not perfect, but he will get the job done here. So we will be assaulting this castle here. And finishing up this the Saxons in this turn. And now I have a bunch of their land to do stuff with. Like here I can just build a watchtower, get going with that, and then build a border fort after that, because I just always do the same thing in that regard. Like I always want the first tier fortification building, whatever that is, and then I want a border fort and a watchtower and then a border fort. Just for that improved population loyalty every single time. Every single time. That's just what I always want. South Sax, I think you are rich. Yeah, you're making a lot of money off of farm income, so how about I just keep bumping that up? I can't use you for anything else, right? Yeah, there's no other points, just farms. 16 years and 1,500 florins. That's a lot. I was going to generate 635 florins. Yeah, let's just do it. I mean, I don't know how much time I've left on this campaign, but let's just do it. Cantware, Warrior Hold, and then Watchtowers. It looks like I can assign a governorship for this. I was going to hold on to this because it does grant the powerful, one command star, and I was going to look for someone that deserves that command star, but also could, apply their decent acumen to the income of this province, because they have trade goods, they have pewter here. So they're going to make money off of that eventually. And then I just figured, you know what, screw it. Let's just get someone that's with 4 acumen, because the guys that I have that are 4 stars, they already are governors of something, or they're my family members, or they have shit for acumen. So let's just go with acumen here. I think I found Con the Freckled. Yeah, 4 acumen's good. Pretty boring otherwise. And then I think, yeah, Donica MacBran. A little better here. 1 point of dread and an extra point of piety. And the piety might be pertinent because there is 52% zeal here. So yeah, that's let's go with the captain of the catapult crew here, and we can make you the king of Cantware. How about that? Yeah, 253 florins currently, and let's see, 123 loyalty. Now give him this, and 133 loyalty, and yeah, 354 income. Bump up the taxes by a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And this is only going to improve once we get some watchtowers and some border forts here in Cantware as well. Yeah, awesome. Can I train stuff here? Just mercenaries? I don't need them. I don't need no stinking mercenaries. East Sax. What do I want here? Border fort. Yes, always, every time. And then probably just go straight for a port, maybe. What does East Sax give me? Let's see, I can bump up the taxes a little bit. All the way, I guess. And, ooh, it gives me Spearman with +1 Valor bonus. Okay. I mean, sure, I can use that. Let's go to port first. I always want the ports because it does help me move my troops around, of course. And then, yeah, East Angle's working on getting a shrine going. Let's see, Middle Angle can train. Let's just keep going with spies, I think. Or assassins. Spies or assassins. I think I can get the fully upgraded ones of both. No, my spies are only +2 Valor here. I think there's one more building I can get here. Oh, I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on the last tier of spy building here, which is the Cunningwarren. Of course, yes. Let's just keep going assassins here. Middle Sax. I can train horsemen and spearmen. Horsemen, spearmen. I don't know if I need to. What the heck? Let's just keep going with soldiers. Let's just keep going with it. Do I want some buildings here? Horse breeder for the +2 Valor. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that seems good. And let's see, I'm working on farming here in West Sax. Wiki, I'm working on the mustering grounds so that I have another place that can train peasants. And then, let's see, here I can train horsemen with some decent weapon and armor upgrades. So let's just keep going with that. Defit, peasants. I want more peasants because I need to garrison all of these new places that I'm conquering. And I'm kind of falling behind on that, so I need to keep going with that. No buildings, I don't think. No buildings. And I need to keep going with boats. So please, yep, keep going with the Viking boats. Rockin' Satan. I think this is one of my iron provinces. Yeah, it does have iron deposits here. So let's just, yeah, Gall Glasses, I suppose. Or Kerns. Yeah, let's just go with Kerns here and Rockin' Satan. Mears is working on, let's just, yeah, Armored Spearmen, why not? Lindisi is working on a port. Deary is working on, what do I want Deary to do? Deary has trade goods, but I can't trade anything yet. I think I need a fortified village. Is that what I was going for? That makes sense. And then I think I can get my first trade building. And let's see, Peck Satan. What does Peck Satan have? So they have trade as well. And I can get the second tier trade building. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that all looks good. Oh, I forgot to check taxes everywhere. Taxes, let's bump this up. And yeah, everywhere that I can, let's just bump up these taxes because I'm gonna have to, you know, afford all of that stuff I just put in. That's gonna be a lot of money. Now that that's all looking good, I will be fighting this battle here, this little siege battle. And then I'll be kind of just sort of working on getting troops ready on my borders here in Deary and Pexaton. And I'll be getting ready to invade Elmet and Bjornis, getting rid of the Northumbrians here and pushing those rebels out as well. Then I'm going to be kind of held up by the Vikings. As long as they continue to hold on to Cumbria and Lothian, I will have to, if I want to, you know, avoid a war with them for now, I will have to use my navy to invade either the Scots or the Picts. The Scots are looking weaker. They have only 4 provinces, whereas the Picts actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces for the Picts. And yeah, I think Picts, or I'm sorry, Scots first and then Picts later is kind of what I'm thinking here. And I was looking at this here. I don't think I can attack Regit from Elmet, because if I right click here and then I click or like then hover over Regit, it's not saying anything about terrain, which makes me think that I can't invade this province. Whereas if I go, you know, here it shows me what the terrain is, right? Inland, hills, temperate grassland, no waterways. But then here it doesn't show me anything. So I guess I can't, I guess that doesn't border. Although, yeah, that's kind of a tricky one, you know. They didn't really make that super clear. Now, the Viking forces, I mean, when it comes to it, they don't look too strong here in Cumbria. There's a 5-star general. There's a unit of Viking landsmen, which is looking pretty strong. But other than that, they look pretty banged up. Although, decent upgrades, you know. The bronze upgrade is the tier 2 upgrade, I think. And then the Northumbrians look pretty weak. Rebels here also look pretty weak. The Scots, yeah, not great. Vikings, I can't spy on them here, so I want to send my bishop to Lothian so I can spy on them. Their navy's blocking my ships from having vision on Lothian, so let's go check that out. And I think I wanted to spy on Kite as well, so I have a princess that I can send up. She can go to Moray, and then she can go to Kite after that, so I can spy on these Viking forces up here in this little 4-star general. And whatever they seem to be training up here as well, so we can take a peek at that. But other than that, yeah, I think things are looking pretty good. Income is like, you know, good, making over 5 grand. I probably will run out of funds for all of the things that I tried to build and train for this turn, but that is totally fine. Also, my king is getting up there in age. He's 55, but he does have his son, Prince Brian, who unfortunately, he's not married. He's 32, he's not married, but there is others after him as well. Prince Cormac is 29, Prince Donica is 16, so there is other options if Prince Brian does die without an heir, but we will see if it comes to that. Right now, there's still, you know, the king's not dead yet, so we're still fine, looking fine, and we will be spending some time here building up after this battle here in Cerniu. Here we are, all set and ready to go. I think I have enough men to get the job done here with my forter catapults, and yeah, we'll just be going in and having a fun time. Gale glasses, spears, javelins, that's going to be enough to get the job done here. Let's go and do it. I don't think the enemy has any archers, so there's no point in fighting in the rain. We can just choose a nice bright sunny day to fight this battle. And yeah, there's no gate, right? So there's no gate for this one, but my catapults can still bang some holes in here and give me some more openings that I can fight through. So yeah, you can go here and stockade right there. That looks good. And yeah, look at that. It looks like it's gonna rain anyway. Even though I chose a nice sunny day, it's gonna rain anyway. That's totally fine. And what do they have guarding? They have a feared man, a catapult with only 2 men, so they can't shoot it, I don't think. And then yeah, 4 unit of Saxon 4-guy unit of Saxon Huskarls. And then yeah, Royal Bodyguards, 21 of them. That's gonna be the tough unit. And then some spearmen in the back. Is that it? There must be more soldiers Okay, scout around. I'm starting to learn these things. They're gonna be outside of the castle, right? I feel like that catches me off guard every single time, and I'm always like, oh, what? They can deploy outside the... Yeah, they can deploy outside the castle. And it catches me off guard every single time. So where are they? There has to be more, right? That's going to be the first breach, so let's not wait any longer. Let's just kind of go for it. You guys get ready, and... Yeah, get moving on up. Same with you guys. Looks like, is there another breach here? Yeah, that opened up as well. And also, let's have my catapults. Can they keep shooting? Is there a target? Yeah, let's try to shoot these fearedmen right there. Since we are in range. And we're not, that's not open up yet, and that's not open up yet either. Okay. That's fine, and let's get you guys moving on up. We have now opened up a couple more breaches on the left side, and even though my catapults have been shooting at this unit of fearedmen, I don't think they've killed a single man this entire time. Just kind of pointless, isn't it? They are inadvertently destroying some buildings, and I guess that does help me because that is getting rid of any potential choke points that the enemy could be using. So I guess there is still value. Yeah, let's shoot at this hut. Let's just go for it. Just burn this down. And see if we can kill a single fearedman in the process. Aha! I knew there was going to be units outside the castle. Where's the rest of your friends? Okay, they're all back there. Alright, there they are. Okay, some of them are coming out. Some peasants and a single man royal bodyguard. I knew it. See? I'm starting to wise up to these tricks. It's taken me a long time. Armored spearman versus a royal bodyguard? Yeah, I think I can do fine here, as long as I don't friendly fire myself. Jesus, got boulders flying all over the place. Have we killed a single fearedman yet? Still no? Nope. Alright, that's... And yeah, Dartman, go! Let's see if we can kill this royal bodyguard. Maybe. Maybe we can. There we go. Good job, Dartman. Nice. So... he is now dead, and what do we have coming out? 35 peasants, 36 peasants, 4 armored spearmen, 1 Saxon huscarl, and 45 peasants. Well, in that case, let's deploy my Bonics to protect my vital left flank here. And I think at this point, we can probably just turn all of our... Let's not have you fire anymore. Yeah, you guys... No more shooting from my catapults. Wait, are you still shooting? Yeah, no, don't shoot. Thought I told you not to shoot. Fire at will is off. Fire at will is off. And... Fire at will is off and off. I think, see, need to check this sometimes. See, my guys are slow. This is something I've actually, yeah, I'll admit this. I'll admit it. I've struggled with this. I've struggled with finding out exactly how to get my guys to not shoot anymore. Because it says fire will's off. I know I gave them a target, but it says they're still reloading. And then if I click tab to tell them halt, I've been told that that works, but then it doesn't seem to be working. Okay. No. Halt. Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't really understand. This is what I don't understand. See, do I have to tell you guys to move somewhere? Is that, or do I have to tell you to withdraw? Just tell you to withdraw? Yeah, that's kind of wonky. I haven't figured it out yet. But if you know the answers, please let me know. I'd like to know how to get my artillery to stop shooting when I'm ready to not kill my own men. Yeah, so anyway, we're just throwing these heavy spears at these peasants, and yeah, that's just really deadly stuff. It's gonna do a lot of damage. let's get these guys going, and God, see, I just killed my guys. I just killed 2 of my guys with my goddamn artillery. Withdraw, please, and withdraw. And that would be fabulous. All right, let's go in here. Let's finish this. Let's just get this over with. And yeah, please let me know. Like, if you know, like, what's the professional way to actually get your artillery to stop shooting without just withdrawing them? I would love to know the answer, because I feel like I've fiddled with it enough, and I'm not getting the results that I want to be getting here, so. Looks like we are driving off these peasants, and let's see, you can turn around and kill them, and then you can collapse in on this side, and then Bonix on this side can chase. That's totally fine. I don't care. Catapults, you withdraw, and then armored spearmen, you guys move up here. So that's going to be all of that taken care of. You go fight them, and actually, let's just everyone on this side can fight stuff. That's fine. Gallglasses, go ahead and get in wedge formation and get ready to charge in on these fearmen, which took 0 casualties from that bombardment. And then on this side, yeah, armored spears. Come on in, fellas. You go, and then... actually, no. I want armored spears to get ready to fight those royal bodyguards. That's what I want. So yeah, you guys go up here, and yeah, Gallglasses. I'd rather the armored spears get into the fight first. Let's see if I can get them against the royal bodyguards. And what do we have? Dartmen fighting Huskarls. Ooh, that's not a great fight, is it? Yeah, no, that's... How about we send the Bonix in? Yeah, you guys can go ahead. Yeah, now we have Cav chasing down those guys. That's not good. My guys are... Yeah, now they're running away, but they're running, like, into the... I just lost an entire unit of Dartmen because they ran away into the unit of royal bodyguards. That's weird. That was weird. Why did they do that? Why did they wonder? That was what? they just got deleted. Jesus. I mean, I know there's some wonky pathfinding, but that was just wow. That was just that was hard to watch. That was those poor guys. Those poor guys. All right, yeah, Gallglasses, get in here and. Go. Irish Charmin, you don't need to throw darts into the rear of your own dudes. So let's get ready to try to throw darts in the direction of the royal bodyguards. And then, yeah, Bonix, go here. And then, let's see, armored spears can come up here and try to... Yeah, this is a little bit tricky with all these choke holds and choke points in here for sure. Yeah, let's try to get armored spears around here and see if we can... fight these royal bodyguards. And this side, Saxons and Huskarls are going down to the Bonix. This side, we have Feardmen, I think, dying to my guys, I think. That's typically the goal. And yeah, let's get Gallglasses. Let's see if we can just charge into these royal bodyguards, and we can bring the Bonix in as well. Now the royal bodyguards want to charge through the gap. I think this favors me, maybe. I have Gallglasses with their bonus versus armor fighting these royal bodyguards, and now I have, like, Bonix and Irish Dartmen that I'm sure they don't have the greatest angle, but I think enough of them can probably get some spears and javelins through the gaps here to probably cut down. Yeah, they're going to get rid of that unit of royal bodyguards. That's going to be good there. Now my armored spearmen are pulling down these... basic spearmen from the enemy. And that should be it, I think. Unless there's some more guys. That's it for the Saxon king. He is now dead. Now we just have to get rid of these 5 more spearmen. And unless they have some more guys hiding in the woods, which I don't think that they do, this should be it for the Saxons here. Down to the last 2 guys being pushed up against the wall. Just being swarmed by a bunch of armored spearmen. This is for that unit of Irish Dartmen that just... unceremoniously just charged through the enemy that they're trying to escape from. So yeah, we lost 94 guys. That's too bad. That's a little unfortunate. That's okay though. We got rid of the Saxons, and that is what matters. So yeah, pillaged a bit of money. That feels good. Ransom refused. I'm assuming that's because they are dead. And faction eliminated. Yeah, the Saxon leaders have been killed in battle, and he has no heirs, and his forces have degenerated into minor factions. They no longer present any real threat. Let's see, one of my generals died of old age. Nishaw Blackney. I don't think that's my general. I don't think that was. Christian Shrine. Yeah, I just wanted to help out with my population loyalty in a few of these provinces, I think. Armors finish here in Mears, so I can start turning this into another good troop-producing facility. Honeywearin, yes. +3 Valor Spies. Let's go. Musterfield, so I can get more peasants. I need them. Border Fort in East Sax, Christian Shrine, Watchtowers, Warrior Hold, yes. Famine in Puis, income halved in Puis, so I'll have to check on them to see how their population loyalty is handling that. Prince Cormac, he's now a builder, so +1 happiness, but he's not a governor of anything, so that doesn't really matter. Also, he is an adulterer, so -2 piety. Oh, tisk. But then we have, let's see, you're a governor, brave beyond belief. That's not gonna help you be a governor, but that would be good if you're a general. I'll have to check on that. Let's see, -2 piety for another governor for sleeping with another noble's wife. And then, yeah, secret gluttony, so -3 valor for this governor, but that's not going to matter because, again, that is a fighting trait. And then chinless wonder, this one's going to matter because it's going to decrease his acumen for this lord. I can check on that and see if I need to replace him if his acumen has dipped below 4 acumen. And I think that's all. That's fine, yeah. So what was this guy? Was it here? Chinless wonder -1, yeah, so he still has, yeah, because he's a thinker. So that +2 acumen that he's getting from this, while his love of abstract thought has made this man clever, it has also made him question matters of faith. So -2 piety, but +2 acumen. So even though he is inbred, he still has 4 acumen. So that's fine. You will not need to be replaced. I can keep you as the Earl of Middlesex, and that is totally okie dokie. I'm surprised I did not run out of money during that intern. That's good for me. Yeah, making over 5 grand, that feels pretty good. And that's only going to increase. Just a few turns later, the King of the Irish has now died, and yeah, that's it's going to be time for Prince Brian to now be king, I believe, right? Looks like a Drakkar was sunk. I think that's one of the Viking boats, right? I don't think I have a boat that sounds that awesome. I'm pretty sure that's a Viking boat. And improved farmland here in West Sax. Yeah, that's good. Churches finish here in Ulster, so that +2, maybe +2 morale, maybe +3 morale. I'm not quite sure. Port is finished here in Lindisy. And yeah, Catholic Chapel, I think that's the +2, so I'm pretty sure the church is the +3 morale, yeah. Port is finished here in Dorset. Let's see, Fortified Village, so I can get that trade building here in Deary as well. And yeah, Border Forts, and I have a son on the way. Is this Prince Brian's son already? Even though he's not married? I don't know. Or is that the son of the king that just died? See, I don't know. I don't know these things. Anyway, Lord Cormac. Yeah, educated, +1 acumen. Yep, that's good. He's a governor. That's good. And Lord Donica, builder, +1 happiness. Also a good thing. So, let's see. So Prince Cormac, let's see, king, where's my king? So my new king is, yeah, 4 influence, not super duper great. 3 command is, yeah, that's fine. And what does he got? So great warrior, +5 health, the weak principles does not matter because you cannot bribe a faction leader. But the builder is going to be giving +10 happiness to his provinces. Fervent is going to give +10% zeal to the provinces, as well as +1 piety, okay? And then famously brave, +1 valor and +1 morale. So he could be a good battlefield leader, for what it's worth. Although, I've just been leaving my king in Ireland this entire time just to kind of maintain public order, just to kind of, you know, get into my core provinces, so that's what I have been doing. And so far, that's been fine. I've had enough decent generals to get the job done without him. I just need him to stay alive. So does that mean I don't think that's his son, because He's not married, so Prince Flan, I don't think that is his. So he will have to get to work here. He's 35, so yeah, get to work, man. I tried to find you a wife, but I couldn't do it. The Scots and the Picts were not willing, so sorry, man. You gotta do it on your own. But now you're no longer deployed. You're no longer at war, so you can just kind of hang out here in Braga and find yourself a wife. And yeah, hopefully, good luck with that. Good luck with that. We'll see how that goes. All right, so as far as my progress is going, I'm just still working on getting my troops retrained, and I'm working on stabilizing these regions. I do want to have peasants garrisoning all of these provinces, and I do want a spy in each province as well. And I do want my happiness buildings built up here as well, the watchtowers and the border forts and all that good stuff. And once I feel comfortable to have all of my armies back up north, I will be ready to take on Bjornis and Elmet. Although I probably can just do that right now. I'm sure I can just push on in here with all the stuff that I have. I do need to make sure that I hang on to Pexatan. I have to, you know, this is going to be extending my borders to a 3-province border instead of just a 2-province border. So this is going to be sort of the fulcrum province that hinges my... This is going to be the province that my advance hinges upon. So I will be staying here so that I will not be initiating a war against the Vikings, and I'll be pushing into the rebel territory and the Northumbrians territory. So yeah, I suppose I can just take a peek at my units and get some good army comps ready to go. There's a fort here in Bjornis, so I will want some artillery so I can get rid of that. But there is no fortification here in Elmet, so I don't have to worry about that. I just need to make sure that I leave some troops behind here in Pexatan just to keep the Vikings honest. Ah, hooray! Yes, perfect. So my king has gotten married, and what is he now, 37? Yeah, that's hopefully enough time to have a son before he dies. But yeah, I think, I mean, even if not, he does have brothers, so that should be fine. How about traits? Let's see, blackmailer for Lord Eindel. Okay, we'll have to check on his loyalty to make sure he's okay. And Lord Ibhir, gluttony. Jesus Christ. -4 valor, -10 happiness. Yeah, he binges on luxury foods, spending vast fortunes on rare delicacies and huge feasts. While his peasants starve, they resent this greatly. He is so overweight, he can hardly mount his horse. That's pretty bad, man. Let's see, was it you? Lord Eindel. Yeah, he's 3 loyalty, not great. And he is the general of this army, but that's not really gonna matter, I don't think. Civil wars do need... See, that's it. Okay, so civil wars do need a person of royal blood to lead the civil war, correct? Right? I feel like I've asked this before, and then I get answers, and then I forget, and then I should know this by now. But the loyalty of individual generals, even if they lead stacks, like it's not great, but I don't think it matters unless there is a person of royal blood to lead a civil war. You know, like this man's loyalty doesn't matter about like a province. It's not provincial loyalty, right? Like provincial loyalty is how you get rebellions and faction reemergences and, you know, peasant rabble and bandits and stuff like that. But to get an actual, you know, the only instance where these captains and generals' loyalties matters whether or not they join the civil war. And for there to be a civil war, there needs to be a person of royal blood to lead that. Correct? Right? I think so. I'm not 100%. I should know this by now, but yeah, I'm a little bit confused sometimes. I forget all the details. But yeah, we're working on it. We're almost. I needed to wait another turn to get my army comps ready here in Deary and Pexatan, but I'm probably ready to attack these 2 provinces in this turn, would be my guess. Now I am finally ready to begin my assault on the central part of the island, I suppose. And yeah, I know I took a bit too long there, but I needed to sort out the South. You know, the South needed a little bit of fixing up and, you know, getting the soldiers that had gotten a little beaten up, got those units retrained, and of course, getting the population loyalty in my newly conquered provinces under wraps as well. And this looks a lot cleaner as well. I was getting headaches looking at my provinces before with all of the armies all over the place. Now this looks a lot better. Now we just have the large stacks on my borders, and I can understand this. This makes sense to me, but when those like large stacks were everywhere, I was getting headaches. So yeah, this is yeah, we're I can probably move this army as well, I'm assuming. Yeah, very high taxes, and they're still fine. Cernio, how about Cernio? 200%. I can probably move one of the stacks, and they're still looking pretty good. So yeah, that's going to be fine there. And yeah, we're just about getting peasants in every province. We're still working on it, but you know, we have spies everywhere, so that's pretty good. And we have border forts and border watchtowers built everywhere as well. So that's pretty good. So now we will be beginning our attack on the rebels. This is going to just be, this is like nothing. I can probably just auto-resolve this. The fight in Northumbria. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they just retreated to their fort, even though I am only attacking with one stack. Their stack is pretty pitiful. It is a lot of peasants. Although they do have 3 units of royal bodyguards. So there is that. And I did bring some artillery just to make sure. You know, I have some... I do have a mangonel, so that's really good. It's a very powerful artillery piece. So I have a mangonel, and then, yeah, let's see, 2 mangonels, and then 1 catapult and 1 ballista. Just a little haphazard there. But yeah, I can crack into that fort if I need to. And that's probably going to be it for this turn. I think I'm ready to just continue. Ooh, I can build a building. I'm glad I checked here. Yeah, let's build a building here in Manau. I think, yeah, +3 armor, and then +3 weapons, and then +3 morale. Or no, yeah, morale, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be good, because this is where I train my Gallowglasses. Or this is my top teched out province for training Gallowglasses. So that's going to be good. And yeah, income is, you know, sitting at around 5,000. I've been training a lot of soldiers, so my economy is having a kind of a hard time keeping up, but it's going okay here. So I am continuing to build up, you know, trading buildings and farmland and mines and all of that fun stuff. So my economy should be good. Let's drop a save here and let's get into these battles. Yeah, insufficient funds. That's pretty typical at this point. And yeah, it's crazy to me that the Picts and the Scots both did not do anything the entire campaign so far. You know, is that typical? In any case, let's see. I did try to assassinate the rebel general here in Elmet, and it looks like my assassin did fail. Or let's see. Yeah, he failed. And do I even want to fight this? I mean, is there just, I don't know. I don't think so. I lost 4 men. So Elmet is now mine, and we can fight this though. Looks like they will be defending it. Ooh, it looks like they got some kind of neat terrain here, so that's kind of cool. Let's make sure I'm not bringing my artillery out. That's not what I want. And that looks good. Save. And they don't have much, but again, their heavy cav. Their heavy cav can do some damage, so I have to be careful of that. Jeesh, I just wanted to say, this is a crazy deployment. They put me right up against the cliff. Huh, that's fascinating. That's very interesting. What a neat map. I mean, it's it's crappy, but I like it. And I guess the map continues past this hill. I can't really see it, but it can't just be this. So that's interesting. I basically just have to get my guys grouped up and ready to go right away. Otherwise, I could be facing a downhill charge from the enemy. If that's the case, I can just retreat into this forest and take on their heavy cav in this forest. So we will see if that's what I have to do here. But yeah, I'll just be marching uphill, which can be tough, but I can also maybe sneak around through this area if I needed to get around this hill, maybe. We'll see. Right off the bat, it does look like the enemy is not in position to charge me right away. So that's actually a good thing. I'm actually kind of glad. So I will have a bit of time here to get my guys ready to go. And yes, it did start to rain. And it looks like, yeah, so the artillery is going to be on top again. I don't think they have enough crewmen to actually use that artillery, which is too bad for them. But yeah, I think I'll just be able to... What do I want to do here? Do I want to go around like the side and get on top of the hill, maybe? Looks like their royal bodyguards are possibly considering to take a peek and see about if they want to charge me. I mean, if they think they can try, as long as my guys don't get stuck on this terrain piece, which they might, you know. Cliffs can be a bit of an obstacle in this game. Right now, he is just kind of marching along the ridge of the hill. He's not being too aggressive here. And yeah, now the other unit of royal bodyguards has come out as well. It's gonna be worth keeping an eye on these guys because, as I said, they can definitely do a lot of damage. And as we've seen before, my army comp for the Irish is definitely more of a bend don't break style of army. So maybe they can be susceptible to the heavy cav rush. But, you know, I have some armored spearmen and royal bodyguards of my own, horsemen of my own, a bunch of javelins, a lot of missiles. As long as my goddamn bonics don't break, like, I feel like, considering this is probably like one of my best units on the roster, I feel like their morale is kind of low. I should probably check that because, yeah, I feel like they break sooner than I'd expect. Holy shit, man. They actually have enough. Oh my god, they killed one of my royal bodyguards with that boulder. Jesus. I did not think that 3 crewmen on the catapult was going to be enough for them to be able to operate it. Yeah, I guess. Jesus, that's kind of shocking. And yeah, what a bounce. Like, that was like crazy. They bounced like all the way down the hill and took out one of my royal bodyguards. It's a good thing I didn't kill my general. I think my general in this army is one of my brothers. So I would not want to lose him. I think he's a 3-star general. I forgot to like show you guys before the battle, but yeah, I think he's a 3-star general who does have the brave beyond belief trait. So he's giving +3 morale to the army, I believe. So looks like the royal bodyguards have all kind of tucked off into on that hill off on the side. And yeah, Jesus Christ, so they just kill, yeah, two of my dartmen just died. So let's send one of my cav units. Let's send these guys out. And yeah, it looks like they're taking hits. This horseman already took a hit as well. So let's send these guys out. And they can get rid of these artillery. Get them to stop killing my guys. Let's bring up my Bonics on this side. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to charge out at me, or do I need to kind of root them out of the forest? I guess we'll find out pretty soon here. It looks like that got their attention. They are now starting to move about as my horsemen are hunting down their artillery crew. So let's continue to try to get ourselves onto a better position. If we can kind of turn the tables on them so that... Here, you can come back around and kill... So 2 ballista crewmen is still enough to get rid of... Or to shoot that ballista. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, now I know. And yeah, let's try to get a height advantage here. Let's try to get my guys up so that they might end up having to attack into me. I don't think they have any archers, actually. I think it's just kind of like peasants and woodsmen, and then their heavy cav units. See, if my men can get into position here, I don't hate this. I don't hate this engagement because it looks like we can be fighting their horses in the woods, and they will be taking a penalty for fighting in the woods. Now, they do have some armored spearmen that I kind of forgot about. So they do have them, and then they do have a regular unit of spearmen as well. And then they do have some woodsmen as well, which have a bonus versus armor. But they are just peasant level units. They're pretty cheap and poor. And okay, so it looks like they're going to be abandoning the woods. I'm a little bit sad about that. I was hoping we could get a fight in the woods. So then what's going to be my next option? Maybe... Now they're turning back around. Okay, this is interesting. They're turning back around with their spearmen and one of their units of royal bodyguards. Well, the rest of the army seems to be... Gosh, what are they doing? I can't quite figure out what they're going to be doing here. If I can take the engagement here, I would love this. So let's inch forward, I guess. I do have my gall glasses on the flank, and I do have some horseman units up here as well. And then my Bonnix can be coming down on this flank. If they wanted to attack, that would be this would be really nice for them to attack into. I would like it. Or I have to come up here onto this ridge, I think, would be my next option, is to kind of slide sideways until I'm on a better ground to fight on. It almost seems like they do want to attack me, doesn't it? I mean, they're bringing down their royal bodyguards. The woodsmen are kind of like looking like they want to flank me a little bit. And now they're bringing their armored spearmen forward. But no. Well, I mean, let's see. How do I want to go about this then? Their woodsmen are still kind of creeping up on my horsemen, so... Let's get these guys sort of backing up out of there. And then let's bring my center forward. And let's bring down my Bonnix. And my horsemen as well. And my Kerns can back up my center. Yeah, their horsemen are kind of going for it. So if they're gonna... Oh, ooh. I think you're kind of playing with fire, guys, because this is where you die. Yeah, their morale is not going to hold up to these gall glasses and these horsemen. They should destroy them. And there they go. They're already running away. And that is going to be one unit off the board. So if that's one unit off the board, let's continue to kind of sidestep here a little bit. Bring my center up, and then bring my gall glasses up. And that's going to be it for the woodsmen. So let's bring these horsemen up there. And my Bonnix. What do we have? So we have some spearmen that want to kind of play with our Bonnix. Okay, well that can be fun for them because my Bonnix can tear them apart. So let's see. Kerns can kind of stay in reserve here. And yeah, guys, like if you want to... Yeah, this can be fun for you. So you get in position there. And as soon as you're in range... Maybe I need to... Ooh. Maybe I need to turn a little... There we go. So they're going to be in range, and then these guys can start running. And yeah, you guys can throw javelins into the sides of those spearmen. Oops, we have some peasants that are coming up as well. And are they going to throw? Nope, they're out of range. God damn it. Alright, well, let's not let our horses get caught. You guys can back up there, and now we just have spearmen behind us. So that's always fun. Let's turn around. Let's see. So we have another unit box. Let's bring you guys up to fight up against the peasants. And oh dear. I mean, we can keep doing this. If you want to play, if you want to dance, spearmen, you're not gonna let me fight you with my better units. That's fine. I can turn around with my Bonnix here. Ooh, they're bringing in their royal bodyguards here. Okay, so let's bring in my Kerns, and they can back up my Bonnix, and then yeah, that can be okay. All right, so it looks like we are maybe getting some jav tosses here, maybe. We're kind of nibbling at the heels of these spearmen here, And now it kind of looks like they want to go into my general, which is another big no-no. So we can just kind of maneuver him around. At this point, though, a little horse sandwich from all sides can probably do the trick. And this is going to be fine. So armored spearmen can intercept these spearmen right here. And then, yeah, we can just charge into the rear of these spearmen with my horses. And yeah, wow, it says they're winning against my armored spearmen. That's so bizarre. And they're running away. So we just got rid of 2 of their units almost for free, essentially, because they are attacking me piecemeal. And that's allowing me to pick them off. Now that I am starting to sort of side my way up onto this ridge, my Bonics are still at the bottom, which is not ideal, but it looks like they are starting to advance on my soldiers. So let's get my horses on my left flank off to the side so that we can get a flank charge into those peasants. And I think, let's see, do they have spears left? So they still do have their armored spearmen. But if they want to kind of poke me with peasants, I mean, I can take a few more freebies. That's totally fine. And yeah, they're keeping their royal or their heavy cav in reserves. And so I'm going to have to make sure I watch out for those guys. They can deliver a potent punch. These peasants can eat a few javelins from my Bonics. And let's see, should I chase them? Should I chase them? I think my horses are a little bit too far away and bringing other peasants up. But these peasants, they seem like they're a little bit overextended, I suppose. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and then let's bring up my center. And oops, let's see, what did I misclick there? And yeah, let's bring up my gall glasses there to get on the right flank. Kerns can keep moving up to support the center. And yeah, let's see. We want to see if they're going to nibble here, because obviously as a javelin faction, I want to be able to have enough time to throw javelins and darts at them before they attack me. So I want to be set up when this comes in. And yeah, looks like this might be it. This might be it. So let's see. We still have some javelins left on these Bonics, and do they want to charge? Because if that's the case, I mean, let's see, are they in range? Not quite. Not quite in range. I think that's okay, though. Let's just charge these peasants with my horsemen, and that can still be okay. And then, yeah, Bonics can come in here and throw... They can throw their javelins into the rear of these royal guards. These Bonics can stay behind and watch out for... Ooh, and they're just attacking all on this side. Ooh, okay, so they sent in some peasants on this side that I sort of missed. And their royal guards as well, or royal bodyguards as well. So let's get attack there and there. And then you guys go in, and yeah, they really split my forces kind of right on both sides. So yeah, let's get ready. Let's throw some javies there, and then let's make sure you guys are throwing javelins into the rear of these royal bodyguards. We're chasing off peasants here, so let's get these horsemen this way. And yeah, you guys can keep fighting here, and yeah, keep throwing your javelins there. You guys can come down here, and so yeah, now we got darts, and let's see, Kerns, come up and throw your javelins as well. You guys come up and throw your javelins, and just come in and throw javelins at everyone. Let's see, so we're chasing off these peasants, and then let's bring up my horsemen, and yeah, this is going to be the Northumbrian king. So yeah, let's just make sure we dart them down and get rid of their spearmen here. Looks like we cleaned up the royal bodyguards on this side. Let's run down these peasants. If we can't kill everyone, then we don't have to fight a siege battle. I don't know how optimistic I am of this happening, but you know, we can try. So it looks like the king is thinking he's going to get away here, but there's only 11 men left in his unit. And let's see, this is 34. So yeah, these armored spearmen are running away now, so let's try to chase them down. There, and there, and there, and then yeah, we can go into the royal bodyguard. Actually, no, you guys chase down these peasants. There. Yeah, try to run down all of these peasants. On that side, these bodyguards can come up and close in on the king. And yeah, it looks like it's just going to be cleaned up at this point. Not a difficult battle, but yeah, they definitely kind of maneuvered around a bit to make me, they tried to get me to fight. There we go. The Northumbrian king is, he's slain. And yeah, they tried their best to get me to fight at a disadvantage, and I wouldn't go for it. I wouldn't bite. I think that is one thing that I'm rather good at in these games is being patient enough to try to find the engagement that works for me, based on the terrain. And if that involves, you know, walking all the way around the goddamn map, I'll do it. You know, one thing I do need to get better though is that while I'm doing all of this maneuvering, I need to get better at watching the fatigue of my men. With that being said though, as we can see, the battle timer has almost elapsed. You know what I've just like started to realize is the battle timer, it must be different times for different types of battles, and this is what I don't know about. Because when I fight the Mongols, or if I fight big battles with multiple stacks, the battle timer will go on forever, but then for a battle like this, it's not that long. You know, like I've not been playing this forever, you know? This battle didn't last that long, so... In fact, I think I just skipped it. I think I just said it, and I just skipped it over, but... Yeah, is that something that you guys know about? Is that if you're playing battles with less troops, it just has a smaller battle timer? Is that real? It's just weird, because I've never heard anyone say anything about that. And I just kind of realized that... I've suspected it for a while, but I didn't really, like, it didn't really hit me until this battle where I was like, I moved around a few times and maneuvered around the enemy a few times, and they had pulled back a few times, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's 3/4 of the battle timer. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it must be dependent on the amount of men that are in the battle, which is, it's interesting. That's an interesting thing for sure. In any case, yeah, I lost 129 men. That seems like a lot, actually, if I'm being honest, but yeah, killed 267. Captured a few guys as well, and I will have to fight a siege battle, unfortunately, because a few of them did get away. But I do have the, let's see, rebels captured. I can just release them, and there are some Catholic bandits here in Moray. It's going to be giving the Vikings a hard time. Unrest in Monmouth. So some Pictish loyalists will be giving the Vikings a hard time there as well. And yeah, the Picts is somehow the happiest people. Okay, well, good for them. Metalsmith's Guild is finished here in Munster, so that's the +3 weapon damage for my spearmen and my horsemen that are trained here in Munster. Middlesex Horsebreeder finished for that +2 valor. Awesome, good stuff. Prince Donica, very honest, +1 loyalty and +1 morale. Yeah, good stuff, yeah. And that was the prince that led that battle, right? Yeah, so... Oh, no, that's the guy that just fought the rebels, so... He will be getting +1 morale in addition to his 4-star command as well. Let's see, Lord Donica, +3 acumen, -3 piety, so... More money. Lord Nisha. Is it Nisha? Gosh, I can't remember. -1 dread. Well, that's too bad. And what's left in this? So yeah, 7 royal bodyguards and 32 peasants. It's too bad I couldn't get them all, but you know what? I do have artillery in place so that I can just storm this fort and finish off the Northumbrians here in Bjornis, and then I do have Elmet as well. Let's see, this is just going to give +1 loyalty, not a big deal. The province itself does have iron deposits, so I can use this as a training facility for my military. It grants +1 valor for woodsmen, but I can't train those. That's a unit that's just unique for the Northumbrians. So yeah, that's not gonna be important for me. And from there, yeah, now I have a 3-province border, and I will be gearing up to attack the Scots. And after the time that I've spent on this episode, on my build-up, I'm sure that I have enough forces to take them on. Yeah, basically I just want to send 2 stacks to every province. They only own 4 provinces, so that's a total of just 8 stacks. And I think that'll be enough. Yeah, that's in addition to a handful of stacks just guarding my 3-province border here of Bexaten and Elmet and Bjornis. Again, just to keep the Vikings honest and make sure that they do not attack me. Their army here in Lothan, a lot of spearmen, a few Celtic warriors, a few Viking landsmen, and then the berserkers. I have not faced this unit yet. That looks like a really fun unit to use and to face off against. It's a 12-man unit of, like, I don't know, berserkers. I guess are tough. I've never used them, but yeah, I can kind of imagine we know what they do. And yeah, peasants, woodsmen, not a super great army, but there's definitely some bodies to chew through. And as we've seen while fighting the Mercians and the Saxons, just having a lot of like bodies, you know, spearmen and feardmen to get through can be a chore. So yeah, that, you know, I don't want to be fighting the Vikings yet, but once I have to kick them off of the island, it's going to come down to it. And how about the Picts? I can't look at their armies. Oh, I want to see their armies. Damn. And the Viking army as well. I can't see any of that stuff. I can't spy on them because the, yeah, I guess the Pict armies, well, those are loyalist rebellions, so they don't exist yet. So I can't like see them yet, I guess. And then the Viking boats are stopping my boats from spying on their king's army. Yeah, I can't look at their rebels as well. That's too bad. In any case, yeah, we'll be probably able to, yeah, next episode might be a big one because I might be just going all in and taking out the Scots all in a turn or two. They do have 2 keeps, so I do need to make sure that I have enough mangonels to siege those out. And then what do they have here? A stockade, so tier 2, and then a warrior hold, which is the tier 1. So a couple mangonels to get through the keeps, and then, yeah, whatever else is left. Catapults, ballistas, it doesn't really matter. Anything is going to get the job done before getting into these other fortifications. But in any case, that is all. Gonna have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Medieval Total War Viking Invasion. Thank you very much, and goodbye.